Hey friends, it's a beautiful, beautiful day. I'm outside and you'll probably hear some noise in the background. Lots of neighbors out. I know they're in your neighborhood as well, walking. We're here for our noonday prayer time. Thank you for chiming in as you have done in our other days this week. We've been enjoying having this opportunity to connect with you. As we begin our prayer time today, that was Amy and the dog over there. Um, as we begin our prayer time today, I'll remind you that today is Maundy Thursday. It's not Monday Thursday, as I thought as a child, but Maundy. It comes from the Latin word mandatum, which means mandate. John's gospel on that fateful night, as his closest friends of Jesus gathered to celebrate the Passover meal, he began by washing their feet. Now, foot washing is a humbling job. I actually don't like to think about it too much. It was the servant's role in an ancient and dusty world to wash the feet of the guest when they arrived at a home. It was a powerful symbol for Jesus, the teacher, the mentor, the leader of the group. Some had begun to call him Lord, for their Lord to kneel and rinse the dust from between their toes. And as Jesus did, as he always did, he taught them. He said, I give you a new mandate, a new commandment, mandatum. That's where the word Maundy comes from, Maundy Thursday. I give you a new mandate that you love one another as I have loved you. In other words, in this way, kneeling, bending, humbling yourselves to one another. It was in that context that they began the Passover celebration, a meal to remember their history. Remember, we were slaves in Egypt, as Moses had stood before the powerful Pharaoh demanding that he free the people. The Pharaoh balked, and so Moses prayed, and plagues descended on the land, locusts and frogs and boils, and the river turned to blood, and finally the angel of death. Oh, it's a gory scene. All those plagues infecting the land, wreaking havoc on crops, destroying the economy, and now threatening the lives of the most precious, even the firstborn. The Hebrews were instructed to paint the blood of a sacrificial animal across the lintel of their doors of their homes, and death would pass over their homes. That horrible night came, and many died, including the first son of the Pharaoh. But the Jews were spared, and the Pharaoh relented, and the people gained their freedom. Today, in the Seder meal, Jews still remember that night. They remember when God remembered and death passed over. It's a grisly story. It has caused a lot of people trouble, the theology of that kind of God. But it's also true. It's a story of bondage and liberation, of struggle and celebration. It's been repeated time and time again. Plagues come. Death threatens. And on the other side, people of faith look back and give thanks. God led us through the valley of the shadow of death and to life on the other side again. Today, a plague threatens our land. We've been given instructions for the faithful and the fortunate. It will pass over. One day, we will look back and give thanks. But we're also called to learn from this plague in our lifetime. The pain is real, but so are our reasons for celebrating, even today. So let us commit our lives to one another. If this plague can teach us anything, it should teach us the value of cooperation. All people coming together, all people working together. And it should teach us the life-saving gift of being together, actually being together. Jesus says the only real way to be together, to be community to one another, is to learn to love by serving one another, even sacrificially. So with Passover in the air, I offer this prayer. And I will begin with the words of the traditional Jewish prayer offered at the Seder meal. Let us pray together. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the world, creator of the fruit of the vine. Blessed are you. May you be blessed, O God, by us, by our lives. lived in open-eyed awareness of pain all around. That pain is so evident today, God, but it's here every day. May you be blessed by our awareness of the suffering that is so real every day. And may you be blessed by our service to one another, the humbling of ourselves to give of who we are and what we have, washing our hands, washing feet, caring, calling, reaching out to save lives. God of every Passover, be with us through these days until we can look back and see your hand at work, bringing us through again. Be with us through Jesus Christ, our Passover. Amen. It's good to be with you. We'll be together again tonight at 6 o'clock for our Maundy Thursday service, about 15 minutes together. Get your communion supplies, bread and juice, bread and wine, bread and water. Get those together. Join us at 6 o'clock tonight. Have a great day. Bye-bye.